Happy Friday, everyone. It's Miranda. It's Miranda's World. And so wanted to give you an update on my weight loss journey. So today I am 31 days into the Optavia program. And so first of all, I would like to give myself a congratulations and pat on the back for a job well done. This is the first of 3 months that I wanted to try this program to see what the outcome may be. And so now let's do a drum roll. Brrr. I've lost a whopping 25 pounds. 25 pounds in 31 days. So my goal was to lose 30. I lost 25. The average is to lose 12. So I've doubled my results. I am still happy and excited to see the continued results. If I continue on this path, I'll be at 75 pounds in 3 months, and I'm looking forward to it. And for those of you who are naysayers or have questions about my health, or people who are on this health journey who use Optavia, this is the way to go. And so today I'll be having, I had a bar earlier, I'll have a couple of bars for my snacks. I'm on the 5-in-1. And so the 5-in-1 means that you can have these prepackaged, high protein, packed with nutrient and vitamin meals. This is a penne pasta. I'll have a shake. There's mashed potatoes, or all these different options. They're very filling. And they taste great too. And so I have 5 of those throughout the day, as well as my lean and green. And so my lean and green today will be a baked pork chop with some smothered cabbage. And so I'm looking very forward to that. I have not hindered myself in any way as far as continuing to eat. I'm actually eating more, I feel, and I'm more full than I've been in a very, very long time. Continuing to take my 64 ounces a day of water. And then I found these really, really cool sweet teas. They're actually unsweet teas. It's Zero Tea by Peak Tea. And so I'll show you all a bottle so you can see what that looks like. But it tastes just like sweet tea, Southern sweet tea. It tastes so good. I guess stevia or some artificial sweeteners in it. But let me tell y'all, it's awesome. I will never go back to regular tea after drinking this. And so I have not deprived myself. I have not had sugar, carbs, gluten, in 31 days, which, if anybody who knows me, is outrageous. I was your pasta, chips and dip, gravies. I was that girl. Fried food, I'm in Louisiana. Of course, I'm eating fried food every day. And so now on this healthier journey, making sure I don't eat fried. That's also one of the things I haven't had in 31 days. And yes, do you have cravings? Do you want a piece of fried chicken with a pepper? Absolutely. But is it worth it? Not when you have a progress and you progress as much as I have. And so I'm continued and passionate. I was at a weight that was my heaviest. I'm down 25 pounds. So I still have a ways to go. I wanted to lose at least 100 pounds by the time this is over, but I'm still trying to monitor and see what that looks like. I feel really good on the inside. And so although I'm still chunky and heavy on the outside, I feel fabulous. I feel cleansed. My mind is focused. It's just a better version of me. And so I'm glad that I was able to find out about this program. Thank you so much to Amber and Guy, who are my coaches, who helped me through this journey. And it's good. So people say that these meals could be a little pricey. You do get a box of 7. It's usually 7 of each item in a box. And I think the box runs around $20. But it's not just the food that you're getting. It's the continual meetings and support that we have through our Zoom calls. It's having a coach that's here with me one-on-one that continuously checks on me each week, almost every day, to see how I'm progressing, who meets with me via Zoom every 2 weeks to make sure that I'm on the right path, or to ask me any questions or any concerns I may have, right? I actually have another doctor's visit coming up, because I just want to make sure that I'm still healthy while I am on this, on these dietary restrictions, because, we are cutting out a lot of calories. I consume probably around 9 to 1,000 calories a day. And so I was probably consuming, because I was tracking myself before I started, over 3,000 calories a day. And so I'm eating 3 times less in calories, but I'm feeling fuller and more rewarded and fulfilled now than I did in the past, fulfilled. And so I have no complaints. It's really working for me. I had a doctor's visit earlier and everything went well. I have blood work and stuff in this one, and so I'm assuming it's going to go extremely well. I'm excited to see how my blood work goes with my cholesterol, my blood pressure, all of that, what that all looks like when we get these results back in October. So I just was checking in every week. I'm going to check in, let you all know how I'm doing, let you see some of the meals that I prepared. I feel like right now I am a chef, and before I loved to cook, but I didn't cook because it was just easy. I'm single, I'm divorced, and so it's easy just to go somewhere after work or to DoorDash real quick and have someone deliver. But now actually going home and taking that time out to cook salmon, chicken, something simple and quick. The veggies, the cauliflower, mashed potatoes, cauliflower rice. Cauliflower is my best friend. And if you asked me 30 days ago, I hated cauliflower. I never ate it. It was bland. It didn't taste like anything. But now I've incorporated that into almost every meal that I have. And I love it. And so it's just about changing your choices, making better choices, but not depriving yourself. And I know, coming from me, this sounds so crazy, right? Being like, have cauliflower rice, eat more broccoli, zucchini, eggplant, squash, all of these things that before I'm like, unless it has red sauce and cheese and meat stuffed in it, I don't want it. Man, it is so good. It is so refreshing. Now when I see fast food and french fries, I have not had a french fry in 31 days, y'all. What's going on? Seeing other people eat the food, it is like, I'm not even wanting that because I'm not willing to go back. And so we're 31 days in. I continually hope and pray that I continue to have this spirit and this energy as we continue our next 6 months through next 60 days through this program to see where I am. And I'm not going to stop there. I want to see what those results look like. And then after you do the essential program, which is the 5-in-1, they will wean you off of that and put you on the optimal program. But now you're just like maintaining, still incorporating less fuelings, but some of the fuelings. And then I think you can eat a lean and green twice a day or more than that. So I don't know if it's a 3 and 3 or 4 and 2, but I know that you eventually progress into turning this into a lifestyle so that you're comfortable in doing this every day, because the goal is not to lose the weight and then gain it plus some back. The goal is to lose the weight and continue to maintain it through my journey and forever. And so it's never too late, y'all. I'm 47 years old. And so at 47, I decided to take this journey. The last time I was probably at a healthy weight was 20 years ago. And so for me to now to decide to do this, it's like crazy to me. I still wonder, as I'm closing my hands, I'm realizing how small my fingers have gotten. My rings now are loose. Some of them don't even fit, or now I have to move this finger. This used to go on my ring finger. Now I'm putting it on my middle finger. Small wins like that. Actually getting on the scale. I used to get on the scale and kind of like wobble and not be balanced, or not be able to put both feet on, and kind of figuring that out because I was so heavy and wide. And now getting on the scale and being able to be weighed and not have that uncomfortableness, being able to sit in a chair and not have my hips rub the side, other small wins, being able not to, for you ladies out there, not to wear a Spanx every day and feel comfortable with that without anything rubbing or any friction. So these are small wins that nobody can tell me, even though I haven't lost the 30 pounds that I wanted to, but I have lost the 25. These are the things that I've noticed, even with clothes and things falling off of me. I think I shared with y'all last week, there were 2 shirts and a dress that I wore that I wasn't able to wear previously. And so I am excited to get back into some of these old clothes that I have in my closet. I'm even been told that my shoe size may change and go down, because I was a size 9 and then I went up to 9.5. So I probably could start wearing my 9s again. So all of that taken into consideration. I also had problems. The doctor had put me on for a couple of months and I just took myself off of it. My Achilles heel, and I guess the pressure that was on my heel on my left foot, I wasn't able to walk. And so my foot is flat. And so wearing flats and then transitioning to heels and back and forth, it was putting a lot of pressure where it was to the point where I couldn't even stand on that foot. And so I was wearing a boot up to my knee for a couple of months and going to therapy 3 times a week. And that became expensive. It was $90 every time I went to therapy. And so I'm like, they didn't say anything, but I knew it was because of my weight, right? Because I never had that problem before. I'm not athletic to hurt my Achilles tendon, but it was just the pressure and the weight that was on those small bones in my foot. And so I'm also feeling that pressure alleviated. I'm no longer wearing the boot, but I had stopped prior, but it still was hard for me to like get up or put pressure on it, or I was wearing certain shoes around the house to give me some support and comfort. And I don't have that anymore. And so yes, with age, things do crack and crank. You have to crank up a little bit in the morning, but it shouldn't be to the extreme that it was. And so I'm not ready yet to tell y'all how much I did weigh. I want to make sure, or maybe at the end of the program, I'll be comfortable enough to tell you how much I weighed and where I am. Because looking at me, I don't think people could really tell what that number on that scale was actually looking like. So I'll share that with y'all later on. Continue to share and support. Please try this program out if you're interested in any journey. And I'm not saying it because it's a short-term reward. It's a long-term reward in a short time, but because it's just a new outlook on life and a way of eating, and it's teaching me and training me to pay attention to things instead of just saying, wow, today for lunch I feel like some shrimp and chicken penne pasta from El Basha, and then on the side I want fried cheese and this and that. Instead, it's encouraging me to be like, you know what, instead of that, let me eat something that's healthier. Let me get a salad, a Caesar salad with dressing on the side, with some blackened salmon. Like being smarter about those decisions and taking in consideration those calories and those carbs add up so quickly. And for me, and I don't know if it's all women, but for me in particular, carbs are my worst enemy. They're my favorite, but they are what puts on the pounds, the carbs and the sugar. And so that's what I need to cut out. And so I know other people have tried different things, but for me, Optavia is the way to go. So y'all, thank you so much for being here with me this week. I look forward to sharing with you my updates for next week. Be blessed. Take care.